A question people ask is, can I file bankruptcy a second time? Well, I'm attorney Stuart Stanweiss, and I'm here to tell you that yes, you can file a second bankruptcy case, or even a third or a fourth. In a Chapter 7 situation, you can get a discharge once every 8 years, meaning that 8 years from the date you filed, after 8 years from the date you filed, you're eligible to file again for a Chapter 7 discharge, even if the first case lingered on for 3 or 6 months. It goes from the date of filing, and you can file another case to get a discharge. Well, in a Chapter 13 case, if you file first a Chapter 7 case, you get a discharge. 4 years later, you only have to wait 4 years, not 8, and you can file a Chapter 13 case and still discharge debt, provided that you meet the criteria for Chapter 13, meaning that the creditors are going to get more than they would have gotten in what we call a mythical Chapter 7 case. So you can get a second discharge by filing Chapter 13 only 4 years after filing a Chapter 7. Even if you're not eligible for a discharge in a Chapter 13, let's say you filed a Chapter 7 case, you can then file a Chapter 13 case right away. And I've seen that happen. And how does that work? Well, let's say a person's got a lot of unsecured debt, credit card debt, medical bills, sometimes it's say $20,000, $30,000 worth. And at the same time, they have a mortgage on their property. Well, they want to keep their property. So what do? They file a Chapter 7 case, get rid of and discharge all the unsecured debt, the medical bills, the credit card bills, and so forth. But the Chapter 7 is not going to discharge the secured debt, the debt on the property. So they get their Chapter 7 discharge, and then as soon as that case is done, they file a second case of Chapter 13 case, which will allow them to pay back the secured debt, the mortgage, or any arrearage on the mortgage over a 3 to 5 year period, as long as they continue to make the regular payments. This way they can go from oppressive debt where they can't afford to pay every month to a payment that they can manage. It's a lot of times in the industry it's referred to as a Chapter 20. But the bottom line is that a person can file more than one bankruptcy case. If you've got any questions about bankruptcy cases or filing more than one, please feel free to shoot me an email or give me a call, and I'll be glad to answer your questions.